Welcome back, Tarot fam. We're talking about the Epstein files here. We've already covered Princess Meta Modit, Senator George Mitchell, Sarah Ferguson. Oh boy, is she in trouble? We're going to talk about George Clooney in this one. I'll be right back. Welcome back, my tarot maniacs, my conspiracy maniacs. This Epstein file drop is endless, million pages, and we've got a million different reasons to read on this. So, one email that jumped right out at me because I loved George Clooney. I loved him in ER. I loved him in every movie. Gosh, he's so good looking. He's a little too thin right now. So lay off the Ozempic if that's what you're doing, Georgie. I actually thought his marriage to his wife was wonderful. I was so glad that he had kids. What a mess. So in the emails, a British politician, we're going to get to him next, Lord Peter Mandelson, asked Epstein, can I have a muse same as George Clooney? In fact, what about George Clooney? And Epstein had written in a note prior, in your present position, it should be George Clooney. So these emails were sent in 2010. This is after Epstein was convicted of procuring an underage person for bad means in 2008. So, this is a kind of an ugly look. There's no definitive suggestion that Clooney was handed a muse from Epstein's book of business. I don't even know what to call this. But there is a suggestion that George Clooney had some fun with Ghislaine, and we're going to take a look at that. So let me pull this on over. If you haven't hit that like button already, do so. It helps the algorithm. So George Clooney, did he have some fun with Ghislaine? Were they a thing? This is going to be a short reading, guys. Did George, how about that? Poor judgment. It was just a fun time. Oddly enough, I don't think that he really enjoyed her company prior. I don't think he enjoyed her company during. And I think it was meh. I don't think he was that impressed. So perhaps this is why Epstein had so many young ladies around him, because his girlfriend wasn't doing a good enough job, if you know what I mean. So I think that George Clooney just kind of said, whatever, this may as well happen kind of thing. How can he correct this little tidbit of information to make sure that it does not further disrupt his career? Recently, George Clooney just said that he's not going to be doing any kissing scenes or otherwise with actresses, because he said at this point, I'm an older actor, and I'm going to leave that to the young guys. So curious little response. So what can he do to kind of correct this course of events? Lean into his acting, that's for sure. There's going to be more, guys. There's going to be more that comes out. Is this going to affect his marriage? Oof. It's been some talk about their marriage not going so great. it did, elevate his wife to significant prominence. I mean, she was fairly successful on her own, clearly a brilliant woman. But this looks very much like there's more to come. And I said the same thing with Sarah Ferguson. I think there is more to come that is going to be even further damaging to George Clooney. I think we're going to see some snidey kind of emails is what I'm getting intuitively, that we're going to get some emails where he says some things that are a little off center, a little creep-tastic. So we'll have to wait and see what that is. Like I said, tremendous actor, good looking dude. Put a couple pounds on. He needs a few cheeseburgers and donuts. But if you didn't know, cheeseburgers and donuts are how actors sometimes, well, historically would add on some weight. Now I'm sure they do it in a much healthier way. But adding weight on cheeseburgers and donuts, you just make steady diet of that. Cheeseburgers, one of my favorite things in the whole world. So George Clooney, this looks like it is going to be a mell of a hess for you. I do think that the marriage is going to experience some aftershocks from this. Let's take a look at that real quick before we sign off and move on to the next one.
I can have cheeseburger.
You can have cheeseburger. You want a cheeseburger?
I can have cheeseburger.
So I think that this lovely bride of George Clooney is going pretty much, she's spouting right now. She is a volcano that is going off. And I don't think she cares about anybody's feelings right now. They do have 2 kids. So, he is on restriction. She has him pinned down, thumb on that. Man, let's put my thumb on him right here. We're going to keep him down. Communications off. She does not want him to release any statements or anything like that, but she wants him to plan for his future. So this 3 of Wands here, we got to plan for the future. A good future. Are they together? Oh, the strategy is forming, guys. So today I am recording this on 2/4/2026 at 4:13 in the afternoon on the East Coast. And I think they're not sure where this is going to go just yet. Keep in mind, the files just dropped the other day. So they are doing some scrambling. There is some PR that's going to be in play, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to do it. So hopefully he's going to come through this a little bit better than the cards look, because the cards look bad. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're going to look at Peter Mandelson next. Lord Peter Mandelson. So I hope you guys are buckled up, because we're going right over the pond to some politics. So I'll see you in the next one. As always, let me know if you have any questions down below. If you have any suggestions about the Epstein files, drop them down below. Who knows? Those black helicopters may be flying over me any minute. I may not be here. There may be black sedans in the driveway. I don't know. Guys in suits coming in with sunglasses. Who knows? I don't even know if I'm going to be here next week. So hopefully we'll see each other soon. Bye for now.